Write your way to a book deal. At some point in your life, you may have dreamed of writing a book. Whether it was about something that happened to you or an idea that seemed interesting, the thought has crossed your mind. It might not be as easy as you think, though. You need to know how to get a book deal first and foremost, so here are 6 tips for doing just that. Step 1. Write a proposal. The first step is to write a proposal which includes what the potential book will look like and why people should buy it. To do this effectively, you'll want to include things such as what's it about, what makes the topic unique, who would be interested in reading this and why. Why am I qualified to write on this topic? How is it different from other books already available on this subject? Why should the publisher publish my book? Will I donate some of the profits to charity or another cause they believe in? How will I promote the finished product after it has been published, including social media campaigns and speaking engagements? You need to show that you've got a solid handle on who will be reading your book and why it's important. Step 2. Provide sample chapters. This is the next step in getting published, so this needs to go well, or else nothing else will matter. You need at least 3 complete manuscript pages, which include the beginning, middle, and end of the book. This will be used to see if you can write and whether your idea is good enough for publishing. Step 3. Don't forget any bonuses. Some publishers might want additional material with their book deal, like some behind-the-scenes information or sketches about how they came up with the idea in the first place. You need to make sure that you include this in the proposal so they know it's a possibility. Step 4. Be confident. You need to demonstrate your passion for what you do and why people should trust you on this topic. If you can come across as knowledgeable, experienced, and trustworthy, then publishers will be more inclined to take notice of your work, which is always good news if you're trying to get published. Step 5. Be patient. Sometimes it can take a while before you hear back from publishers. So make sure that your proposal is in good shape and you've done everything possible to try and sell your idea, because if this doesn't happen, the publisher won't even bother looking at what's next. Step 6. Don't give up. It might take a while, but if you do everything right, there's every chance that your book deal will come to fruition. So stay focused and keep working towards it until you get what you want. Keep in mind that some publishers only work through agents, which means that you need to find an agent who's willing to represent you and your book. They'll take a cut of the profits, so if this is a deal breaker for you, then you'll have to hold out for a publishing house that doesn't work through agents. Every day, more and more people are self-publishing their work, so if you're not getting the most out of traditional publishing, it might be worth giving this a try. Self-publishing has many benefits. You don't have to wait for anyone else's approval or opinion. If you think your book is good enough, then just go ahead and publish it. There's no need to worry about what other people might say because, at the end of the day, all that matters is whether you like what you've written, and it doesn't matter who agrees with that. You can make changes on your own terms. It can take years before a traditionally published author gets his or her first edit, but with self-publishing, you have the freedom to make changes at any time, which is something that can come in handy if your book isn't quite how you imagined it would be. You're putting yourself out there. When a traditionally published author puts his or her work on sale, their name automatically gets attached to it along with the publishing house. But when you self-publish, you get all the credit, which is something that can be intimidating but also incredibly rewarding. You have complete creative control. With a publishing house, you'll have to go through so many stages before your book gets published, and even after it's been released, there are still rules in place as to what you're allowed to say or do with regards to your work. If you're thinking about getting published, then now is the time to start. The publishing industry has changed dramatically in recent years, and what once was a closed-off business is now open for anyone who's willing to put in the work. If traditional publication doesn't seem like an option for you, don't worry, because self-publishing might be your best bet, especially if you want control over how much input goes into your book or when it gets released. We hope you enjoyed this video on Write Your Way to a Book Deal. Please like and subscribe to our channel so we can continue to provide you with quality content for indie authors. Drop us a comment below on what kind of topics you'd like us to cover. Get more high-quality content over on our website at indieauthorresources.com.